Hi, lovely people. It's your number one RN right here once again. This is K&A RN on TikTok and K&A RN on YouTube as well. If this is your first time ever seeing me, what I do is I help nurses all over the world who want to relocate to the US to work here as RNs, be able to do so at ease. Okay. From the previous videos that we've been doing, today's video is going to be about the learning materials that you need to be able to excel in your NCLEX process. Okay, so most of the times people want to DIY, and one of the very common questions they ask is where can we get learning materials to be able to proceed into this process. So I always say that there are some that are free and there are some that are you have to pay to be able to access them. Okay, so I'll dive into right, explain to you some of the learning materials, and then how you can get them, and also the best that you can ever use. Okay, all right, so stay with me. Very first common learning materials that I'll talk about is Saunders. So with Saunders, we call it the nurse's Bible. Virtually everybody that has embarked on this journey of NCLEX knows about Saunders. So Saunders have the latest edition, which is the ninth edition. If you have the eighth edition, it's fine. So what Saunders does is it gives you the ability to know everything about the NCLEX. So if you open your Saunders book, unfortunately, I don't have it here, but I can just put a picture of it on top here for you. If you open the Saunders book, it tells you about the NCLEX, what it is about. It tells you about the content that you're supposed to learn, the topics that you are supposed to learn. So we have the maternity side, we have pharmacology, we have ethics, we have um, medical, surgical, pediatric. So every topic that you need to do uh, to be able to write the NCLEX and exceed is in the Sounders. The Sounders is used to build content. When I say content, it's basically what you need to know in you. So I always say that if you don't have content before going to the board to write your NCLEX, it's like you going to draw water from an empty well, nothing will come out. So you use the Sounders to learn everything. And again, in the Sounders, they have sample questions that can help you if you don't know how the questions are set. There are a lot of sample questions that you can try your hands on whilst you build your content. Okay, so number one thing that you should not miss is your Sounders, either 8th or ninth edition. Get it. Those in the UK, in Canada, in US, you can get it on Amazon. And then another document that I always say that is also very useful is YouTube. So we have RN Sarah on YouTube, who is doing a marvelous job in explaining content as well. And then we have Simple Nursing. Simple Nursing too is on YouTube. You can utilize them very well. We also have what's the name? McKay audios on YouTube. So my K audios are basically 12 audios that explain everything English. I love my K audios so much because whenever I was preparing for my exams, because it's audio, I just have to put my earpiece in my ears and then I listen. And it helps you to build your content in a very simple, summarized way. So you can reach out and then you can even get it on YouTube as well. Now, there are other ones that you would have to subscribe to them before you can able to utilize it. And one of them is the UWorld. And anybody that is embarking on this journey knows of UWorld. So it's basically on monthly subscription. You can buy 3 month subscription, 4 months, even 1 month, depending on how much you have. Another one is going to be the Archer review. One thing about Archer and UWorld is that they have these question banks that you can utilize. They serve as sample questions that you try your hands on to be able to know how that to answer the questions or how the questions are framed on the board. Okay. Apart from that, there are other ones like Ness Rema, who is also doing a marvelous job. She has the quick fact books that you can utilize. Okay. Apart from that, I have a list here as well. We can talk about NCLEX Crusade. We can talk about NCLEX High Yield, Adapt NCLEX. We can talk about Kaplan, Boot Camp, and all of that. And then another one is Lippincott. I didn't use this, but I know that it's really very good based on the people that have used it before. One few question bank that you can use that I would want you to give a hand on is the Quizlet. So you just take your phone, go to your browser, either Safari, Google, whichever one, just type in Quizlet and then select number of questions that you want to try your hands on. That is what I tried on before subscribing to any of the ones that you have to pay. If this video benefited you, give it a thumbs up, share it to somebody, subscribe to our channel, and then follow us on all our platforms. K&A RN YouTube, K&A RN on TikTok, K&A RN on Facebook, and then utilize our website, knafm.com. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.